So next we are discussing about the types of ovules. So basically we have the 6 types of ovules, starting from the orthotropous, anatropous, hemianatropous, campylotropous, amphitropous and the circinotropous. So what is the basic difference between all those things? Starting from the first one. Remember, we have discussed the structure of the ovule, and the ovule is in angiosperm it is the anatropous. Most of the angiosperm, that is the 70% of angiosperms are having this kind of a ovule. So what is this kind of ovule? Anatropous ovule. In the anatropous ovule, the micropylar end, that is the M, and the chalazal end, which is given as abbreviation C, both are at one line, and here the micropylar end is perpendicular to the funiculus, that is the F1. It is perpendicular, or it is exactly at the same line where the funiculus is present. So the micropylar end is upside down. So it is called as an inverted kind of a ovule. Inverted. So it is called as a inverted kind of a ovule. Inverted kind of a ovule. Micropyle क्या है? Opposite है towards the, or they are perpendicular to the funiculus. चलाजा और micropyle end एक लाइन में है. But sometimes what happen? The chalaza, funicle and the micropyle end at the same line. This is the micropyle end, जहाँ पे इंटीग्यूमेंट्स ज्वाइन नहीं हो रहे, that is the micropyle end. This is the chalaza end, this is chalaza, and this one is called as the funiculus, जो स्टॉक है. ये तीनों एक लाइन में नजर आ रहे हैं. That is called as the orthotropous ovule. And this kind of orthotropous ovule is called as an upright kind of a ovule, and it is present inside the gymnosperm. They are present in all the gymnosperm. In all the angiosperm, the anatropous ovules are present about the 70% of the angiosperms. In all the gymnosperms, the ovules are the orthotropous. And remember, in gymnosperms, the ovules are naked. They are not enclosed inside the ovary. And the third one is called as a hemianatropous. Hemitropous ovule, this is called as a transverse ovule, in which the micropyle and the chalazal end, this is chalazal end, this is the micropyle end. They are at the transverse line. They are perpendicular to the funicular line. So this is called as a transverse or hemitropous kind of a ovule. Next to this one is the campylotropous. Campylotropous, where the actual integuments get angular in nature. इंटीग्यूमेंट्स क्या है? एंगुलर हो गए हैं नेचर में, एंड दे आर somehow they form the not the perpendicular to the funiculus, they are forming the about the 45 degree. Okay, they are twisted somehow towards the perpendicular. That's why it is called as the angular one. They are forming a one angle, not exactly the 90 degree, somehow 40 nearby 45 degree. And this chalazal end and the micropylar end at the same line. But here in the amphitropous, same as that of the campylotropous. One difference is there. The embryo sac is having the horseshoe shape. Embryo sac is horseshoe shape. Embryo sac जो है horseshoe shape का हो गया है. Same twisting will be there. जहाँ पे आपका चलाजा और माइक्रोपाइलर एंड 45 डिग्री में क्या हो रहे हैं? ट्विस्ट हो रहे हैं. बट ये एम्ब्रियो sac is turning into the again 45 degree, but is acquiring the horseshoe shape. Here the embryo sac is intact as an oval in nature. Next, that is the circinotropous. In circinotropous, the chalazal end is at the back side, and the micropylar end is exactly opposite or anterior side of the funiculus. The funiculus get extended so much. Funiculus क्या हो गया है? काफी ज़्यादा extend हो गया है, and so the position of the main micropyle get inverted. So this kind is called as a circinotropous, and is also the upright one. It is also the upright one. So these are the parts of the, these are the types of the ovules one, depending upon the position of the micropyle, chalaza and the funiculus. Assalamu alaikum students. Next we are discussing about the development of female gametophyte. We have seen the female gametophyte is called as the embryo sac, which is present inside the ovule. Ovule is called as a integumented megasporangium. That megasporangium contains the megaspores. As we have discussed the structure of the ovule, that is the anatropous ovule. Structure of the anatropous ovule. In the anatropous ovule, we have seen the embryo sac is surrounded by the some diploid cells called as a nucellus. These nucellus cells, we discussed earlier about the nucellus cells. These nucellus cells contain the sporogenous cells. These sporogenous cells later get developed into the microspore mother cells. ये nucellus के अंदर sporogenous cells रहते हैं जो कि diploid रहते हैं. These nucellus, which contain the diploid sporogenous cells, they get developed into the microspores mother cells. अभी डिप्लॉयड हैं, किसमें डेवलप हो रहे हैं? सॉरी, मेगास्पोर मदर सेल्स में डेवलप हो रहे हैं. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज द एमएमसी. सी द डायग्राम, एमएमसी इज कॉल्ड एज द मेगास्पोर मदर सेल्स. एंथर में हम लोगों ने देखा था माइक्रोस्पोर मदर सेल्स, क्योंकि माइन्यूट रहते हैं, ये काफी बड़े रहते हैं. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज द मेगास्पोर मदर सेल्स. न्यूसेलस से डेवलप हो गए हैं. दीज मेगास्पोर मदर सेल्स later get undergone into the meiosis 1. ये मेगास्पोर मदर सेल्स क्या हो रहे हैं? मियोसिस में जा रहे हैं. दे आर फॉर्मिंग द 4 megaspores. These megaspores are arranged in a linear manner, as we discussed in a microspores. Linear tetrad is there. So here they are arranged in a linear manner, and the 4 megaspores are formed. That is the tetrad one. So 4 linear tetrad megaspores are get formed, in which only 1 megaspores attain the maturity and get developed, and they get developed into the bigger side. That megaspore is called as a functional megaspore, and now we call them as a immature embryo sac. Because these megaspores are developed by the meiosis 1, and we observe that from the meiosis, from one cell, the 4 haploid cells are observed. So these megaspores are the haploid in nature, and the functional megaspore will be the haploid in nature. So the embryo sac, that is the functional megaspore, is haploid in nature. Upper 3 megaspores which are present at the chalazal end. This chalazal end megaspore get degenerate. Only 1 megaspore which is get developed in a bigger size, that is towards the micropylar end. That is called as a functional megaspore. इसी को हम लोग बोलेंगे functional megaspore, which is developing towards the micropylar end. This functional megaspore attain the maturity, grow in size, as shown in the diagram. They grown inside. This maturity and the nourishment for the growth of this functional megaspore is done by some nucellar cells. Nucellar cells provide the nourishment for the developing megaspore or embryo sac. Now this functional megaspore attain the maturity, undergo the first mitotic division. But this mitotic division is not the complete mitotic division. Only karyokinesis will occur. क्या होता है माइटोसिस में? एक सेल से 2 सेल्स बनते हैं, लेकिन यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा? सिर्फ न्यूक्लियस डिवाइड हो जाएगा. Means karyokinesis occur. Only nucleus will get divide. So here the size will be the same. Only the inner nucleus will get divide. See over there in the first mitosis, nucleus will get divided into the 2 nucleus. Simultaneously the second mitosis will get also occur. That is the second mitosis. In the second mitosis, from the 2 nucleus, the 4 nucleus get formed. अब क्या हो रहा है? 2 न्यूक्लियस से 4 न्यूक्लियस बन रहे हैं. Here mitosis, only karyokinesis is occurring. Cell is not forming. Cytokinesis यहाँ पे नहीं हो रहा है. सेल नहीं बन रहे हैं. सिर्फ क्या हो रहा है? न्यूक्लियस की डिवीजन हो रही है. न्यूक्लियर डिवीजन. 1 से 2 बन रहे हैं, 2 से 4 बन रहे हैं. And from the 4 nuclei are formed. The 4 nuclei are formed. That 4 nuclei are called as the polar nuclei. And these polar nuclei further undergo the थर्ड माइटोटिक डिवीजन। अब 4 से क्या बन जाएंगे? यस गुड, 8 बन जाएंगे। 8 न्यूक्लियाई आर गेट फॉर्म। 8 nuclei get formed inside the functional megaspore. 8 nuclei are get formed by the third mitotic division. Simultaneously, first mitotic, second mitotic, and third mitotic division will occur. Due to this one, the 8 nuclei are get formed. These 8 nuclei arrange themselves towards the chalazal end and towards the micropylar end. See in the diagram. The 3 nuclei goes towards the chalazal end. Another 3 nuclei goes towards the micropylar end out of the 8 one. And the 2 remains in the center one. And after the taking the position of the all these nuclei, when they get the position, the cytokinesis occur. This cytokinesis again occur inside the functional megaspore. Each nuclei have converted into the one cell. So 3 nuclei which goes towards the chalazal end, they convert into the antipodal cells. And the nuclei which is going towards the micropylar end, 3 nuclei that converted into the egg apparatus. Egg apparatus contain the 2 synergids and 1 large cell. One cell is get large, that is called as the egg cell. So here at the micropylar end, 2 synergids and 1 egg cell is present. The 1 egg cell and 2 synergid is called as the egg apparatus. And the 2 nuclei which is present in the middle, they do not cross the poles. They do not go towards the poles. That will acquire only a 1 cell. So 1 cell in the middle having the 2 nuclei which is called as the secondary nucleus. It is also called as the degenerative nucleus. Later, this degenerative nucleus combined with the male gamete, and this male gamete is converting secondary nucleus combined with the male gamete, and they form the primary endospermic nucleus. That is the pen. Later, this pen get developed into the endosperm. Endosperms are the nutritive tissue for the developing embryo in the angiosperms. So here, look at the diagram. The 3 antipodal cells are there at the chalazal end, and the 3 synergids are present. The 3 cells are present at the micropylar end. Out of these 3 cells towards the micropylar end, one is the synergids, 2 are the synergids, one is the bigger one which is in the middle one, it is the egg cell. Egg cell is flanked by 2 synergid cells, and the middle one is the secondary nucleus which is having the 2 nucleus. Middle cell is called as the secondary nucleus which is having the 2 set of chromosome which is the diploid in nature. Likewise, this embryo sac is get developed. Here the 1 meiosis and simultaneously 3 mitotic division is occurring. So this one is nothing but the development of the embryo sac. Now this embryo sac is 7-celled and enucleated. 7 cell किस तरह से? 3 cell at the chalazal end, 3 cell at the antipodal end, micropylar end. That is the antipodal cells are there. 3 cells from the micropylar end, 2 at synergids and 1 egg cell, 3 and 3 6, and the middle one 7 cell. But the nucleus, how many nucleus are there? 7 cell ke 7 nucleus, extra 1 nucleus in the secondary nucleus. So it is the 7 cell 8 nucleated embryo sac is there. It is a 7 cell 8 nucleated embryo sac is present. That is the female gametophyte. But whole this thing is happening inside the megaspore. That's what is called as a endosporic kind of a megaspore. Endosporic ovule is there. Endosporic, जहाँ पे embryo sac develop हो रहा है within the endospore, that is called as a endosporic. And it is also called as a monosporic. First endosporic, it is also called as a monosporic. Why it is called as a monosporic? Because only one functional megaspore gives rise to the one embryo sac. It is also called as a monosporic, and it is also called as a polyamnal one. So 3 things you have to remember in this one. Endosporic, Second is the monosporic, develop from the one functional megaspore. Endosperm, एम्ब्रियो सैक, एंडोस्पर्म में ही क्या, सॉरी एम्ब्रियो सैक जो है कहाँ पे डेवलप हो रहा है, इनसाइड द एम्ब्रियो सैक डेवलप हो रहा है इनसाइड द ओव्यूल्स वन. एंड थर्ड वन इज द पॉली एंजियर. 3 ये कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स आप लोगों को ध्यान में रखना है. सो दिस इज द होल थिंग अबाउट द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ फीमेल गैमेटोफाइट इन द एंजियोस्पर्म्स.